Hello, my dear friends, welcome back. Here we are going to discuss an important point for the SOIBSC students, SOIBSC Zoology students, and this topic is from the subjects Animal Diversity 4. And this particular syllabus is designed by the Savitribai Phule Pune University Pune for the SOIBSC Zoology students. Now we are first we will see try to understand what is meant by the aves. Aves means those animals which are actually simply we can say that the birds are included into the class aves. All the birds they included over here. So generally we means birds, everyone knows about the birds. We generally see different kinds of birds surrounding us. For example, sparrow we seen regularly, then crows we regularly, parrot, peacock, such kind of birds we can regularly watch. But we will never, we are never look into that. So first we will try to understand the general characteristics of the class aves. So it is very important to understand the class aves, and this is again an important point for the exam point of view. So first important thing regarding this particular class aves, they are the bipedal feeders birds. They are the bipedal feeders. First of all, when we look at the locomotion of the birds, they move through the two pedal, so they having two legs, my dear friends, and that's why it is known as the bipedal feeder. Birds are also known as the bipedal feeder. So on your screen you can see this particular bird which having, you can see here, these are the two legs of the birds, and there are different organs or parts of the birds we can say. So birds they having two pairs of limbs, forelimbs and hind limbs. So I'll explain about these two pairs of limbs in a later on. So here this is the one very important part of the body of the bird is the beak. So beak, we can say that they act as a hand, just like our hands. We are doing a different functions. Similarly, that bird beak is also important for the survival of that bird. Now, in the bird or in the class aves, there are more than 9,000 different species are exist. So, different parts of the world, birds or aves are present. So, different parts of the world, environment is different. So environment is different, conditions are different, nutritional availability is different. So according to that, beak is modified. Similarly, this feet is also modified. Feet of the bird, it is also modified according to the condition. So we can say that these are the two adaptations of the birds. Now here you can see on your screen you can see this is the typical bird, and different parts of the bird we can see. We will focus. This one is the back of the bird. These are the wings. These are the wings. Then this is the tail of the bird. Bipedal locomotion. Legs are there. Belly portion is there, and some other portion like breast, neck, throat is there. So this bird, it is a very interesting animal, and as I told you, this particular bird is defined as a feather bird. So this is a very most beautiful animal we can say, and this is the most musical also. Birds they produce a different sounds, and that sounds having their own importance. Sounds are produced for the different functions, for the communication purposes, for the reproduction purposes. And this particular bird, it is the most admired, we can say, and these are the mostly watched and mostly defended. And another thing about the bird, these birds are the ecological litmus paper. The birds act as a ecological litmus paper. So why it is said that? Because when environmental conditions are changed, then birds, their number, their existence is also changing. So this is the alarming situation for the peoples. That's why it is said that birds is the litmus paper for the environment. So if any uh, environment is suddenly changing, then birds give a rapid response to that surrounding environmental conditions. So next characteristics of the birds. So birds, these are the warm blooded animals. These are the warm blooded animals. It is also known as the homeotherm. Homeotherm means they able to maintain the constant body temperature. When surrounding body temperature is changing, then body temperature of the bird, it remain constant. That animal is known as the warm blooded animal. Then the forelimbs of the birds, it is modified into the wings. This is a very important general characteristics of the bird. So I already told you that birds having a two pairs of limbs, that is the forelimbs and hind limbs. So forelimbs are modified into the wings. This is a very important adaptation of the birds, and that's why they have ability to fly. And hind limbs, that is used for the different purposes, that is for the running purposes, for the walking purposes, for the perching purposes, for the climbing purposes. So I'll explain this particular adaptation of the feet in a later part of the video. So you can see here, this is the bird which is flying over here, and this one is the forelimbs. These are the forelimbs which is modified into the wings, and here this one is the hind limbs. I told you this particular hind limbs which is used for the different activities. So there are some birds also which unable to fly, and these birds are known as the flightless bird. So though they are having a wings, but they are unable to fly. There are several reasons. Their body weight is high, their bone structure is, bone morphology is also different. So example of the flightless bird is the ostrich. There are so many kiwis are there, rhea is there. So class Aves, as I told you, there are more than 9,000 different species are present along the world. So you can see on your screen, these are the birds which are the flightless bird. So you can see on your screen this one, the birds of, this is the birds which are found in Australia. Then here this is the birds which is we can say the ostrich. So these are the birds which are found in different parts of the world, and they having these are the flightless bird. For example, this bird you can see on your screen, this is the found in New Zealand, which is the kiwi. Many times you heard. Then this one is a ostrich. These are the penguins. Again, they unable to fly. So these are the flightless birds. So remember at least 2 to 3 examples of the birds which unable to fly. But though they are unable to fly, they are having a different kinds of adaptation. For example, this ostrich, their feet are modified for the running purposes. They having ability to run very fast. Again, these are the some pictures which explain the flightless bird. This one is the ostrich. Here this one is the kiwi found in New Zealand. These are the penguins. Now penguins, though they unable to fly, but they have the ability to swim. Then emus are there, different penguins, crosswary, then this penguin and rhea. These are some examples of the flightless bird. So as I already explained, birds, when we look at the different parts of the birds, then hind limbs of the birds, they are adapted for the different functions. So they are adapted for the perching. Now try to understand what is meant by the perching. Perching means the two hind limbs of the birds, they are useful to make a balance on a twig or to make a balance on the branches of the tree. That is known as the perching feet. Then this particular legs, hind limbs, which is also useful for the, or it is also modified for the walking purposes. Then it is modified for the swimming purposes like a duck or in a penguins. So these are the some different modifications of the hind limbs takes place in birds. So this particular hind limbs, they having a toes. So either 3 or rarely 2 toes are found. So you can see on your screen, this one is the perching feet, which is present in a cardinal. So this particular perching feet, it having 4 toes and 4 claws like structure. These are the claws of the bird. So 4 claws are there and 4 toes are there. So when we look at this particular picture, then 3 toes, they are forward directed and 1 toes, it is backward directed. So make a firm, so it helps to make a firm grip on the twig or the branches of the tree. Such kind of legs are found in a sparrow, crow. Then another type you can see on your screen, modification of the feet, is the grasping birds, which is found in a woodpecker. So if you observe this particular legs, then 2 toes are forward directed and 2 toes are backward directed. So that's why it helps in a grasping, to make a grasp on a particular twig. Then another types you can see on your screen here, these are the raptorial feet, we can say. Raptorial feet, such kind of feet are found in a carnivorous birds like eagle, wool. Such kind of legs are found or feet are found, or we can say, and 3 are forward directed and 1 toes are backward directed. So hind limbs, generally they having a 4 toes, and again toes are extended with the claws, or we can say the nail like structure, it is known as the claws. And lastly, you can see here these are the swimming birds. This one is the swimming birds. So the legs are different here. You can see clearly between the 2 toes, one thin membrane like structure, and that connect the 2 toes together, and that is used like a paddle for the swimming purposes. And swimming feet are found in a duck, or it is also found in a penguins. So this is the adaptation of the birds, and on your screen you can see the different feet, and this one is the adaptation of the birds according to the surrounding environment. So this is a very important thing, my dear friends. In the aves, there are 2 important modification takes place. modification takes place in the beak of the birds and modification takes place in the feet of the birds. So again, this particular picture which explain the diversity in the form and functions of the bird feet. This particular picture we have already learned in a above slide. So on your screen you can see this is the tabulated form where the different types of feet are explained. So this is the shape of the feet, and here this is the grasping feet. So grasping feet, as I told you, it is a raptor like feet which are found, which having a large curved claws that snatch the fish from the water or to catch the fish from the water. Such kind of grasping feet are used. Then scratching feet, you can see here, these are the scratching feet which having a 4 toes. So this particular scratching feet, they are found in a birds where the scratching the soil for the food purposes, to find the food from the soil. Such kind of feet are found. Then this, we familiar with this swimming type of feet. So here it is found in a duck, and this particular feet, it is also known as a web feet. So web feet, it is useful for the swimming purposes. It is found in a duck or penguins, and that feet is used like a paddle. Then here the perching feet, it is very important. Perching feet, as I already told you, perching means to make a balance on the tree, or when these particular birds, they stand on the twig. So it is very important to make a balance. So perching means, in short, it is the to make a balancing, and for the balancing purposes such kind of feet are found. So you can clearly see in here, my dear friends, you can clearly observe these particular feet. Here the 3 toes are forwardly directed and 1 toes, it is the backward directed. So it is easy to make a balance on the trees, and backward too, it is very strong. Then another type of feet, you can see here another type, just a minute. Another type is the running feet. So those birds which need a fast running. So for the fast running birds, example ostrich, they are unable to fly, so they need to run very fastly. So running type of feet where the 3 toes are present rather than 4 toes. Backward toe is reduced. Here you can see backward toe, it is highly reduced, and only 3 forwardly directed toes are found. So that is useful for the running purposes. And lastly, you can see here the climbing feet. So climbing feet, it is found in a woodpecker birds. It is useful for the climbing on a trees without falling backward. So again here in a climbing feet, 2 toes are forward directed and 2 toes are backward directed, and to the toes claws are found. So obviously claws are very important, which is the curved nail like structure, pointed curved nail like structure, which is known as the claws. So again here there are some birds feet adaptation. So this particular lecture, in this video, from last 15 minutes we have just concentrating on the feet adaptation in the birds. So remember the types of feet adaptation in the birds. Again we will focus here. These are the climbing feet, and which is found in a woodpecker. So 2 toes are forward directed and 2 toes are backward directed, and it having a claws. Then grabbing or a grasping, which is present in a hawk, where 3 toes are forward directed and 1 toes are backward directed, and these are they having a very sharply curved claws are present. Example, hawk, eagle or kites, such kind of carnivorous birds, they having a grabbing feet. Then swimming we have already explained. Then there are some other parts, those birds which are found in a cold or snow, where there is a large amount of snowfall is there, so where the cold and snow feet are found, and these are the wading feet, which is also the type of the feet which are found in a heron. The same things again, see here, this will focus on the some of the sparrow which having a perching type of feet. You identify some other one, but these are the perching type of feet. This particular kiwi, which is the carnivorous birds. Then duck, swimming feet is there. Again, this one is a swimming feet. These are also the swimming feet. This one. Then this particular plover, this one is the running feet. So hind toes are absent over here. So the next characteristics of this particular class is, my dear friends, except uropygium glands at the base of the tail, there is no skin gland is present, and ostrich and parrot, they lack these glands. Okay, now there are different birds are shown here, and there is a different beak of the bird. So we have learned about the feet modification. Now there are different modification takes place in the beak. Here I am explaining in a very short. We have a different lecture, we arranged a different video on the beak modification. But as I already told you that forelimbs are modified into the wings, so there is no hands for the birds, so beak, it act like hands to catch seeds or for different functions to catch a food material, that beak was used. So beak is different in a different birds. There is one very famous birds, we can say, that is a Darwin finches. When Darwin is going on the Galapagos Island, there is one Iceland, and when Darwin is going over there, then single bird which is known as the finches, so that single bird having a different types of beaks he found. So there are 14 different types of finches he found which having a different beaks. So why this has happened? Because the environmental conditions are different, especially the availability of the food is different. So according to the availability of the food material, the beak is different. We know the sparrow beak is different, parrot beak is different. So beak modification takes place according to the food availability. So here avocet, you can see here this particular bird, they having a very long beak is there. Woodpecker, they having a different types of beak. Kiwis, it having a different beaks. Spoonbill is there, right? That. So beak modification, again, it is very important for the survival of the particular animal. So these are the different types of the birds beak. So as I told you, this particular beak, it is used, or beak is adapted to the many ways of the feeding. So according to the feeding habitat of the birds, beak modification is there. For example, seed crushing beaks are there, fruit scooping beaks are there, flesh tearing beaks are there, nectar sipping beak is there, wood chiseling beaks are there. So these are the some types of the beak which are found in a birds or in a class Aves. Okay, so these are the some types of beak which are explained in a tabulated form. So these are the cracker beaks. So seed eater birds like a sparrow, then cardinal, they having a short, thick and conical beak that is used to cracking different types of seeds. Then shredder beak. So birds like a prey, like a hawk, wool, they having a sharp curved bills for the tearing a meat. Then chisel beak. So woodpecker, they having a chisel beak. So this particular bill that are long and chisel like for boring into the wood and eat the insect. We know the woodpecker, he continuously hit on a trees branches and they make a bore or they make a small holes, and then from that crack he eat the different insects. Then probing beaks are there. Hummingbirds, they having a probing bills. So bill is very long and slender. You can see here these are the very long and slender bills for the probing flowers for the nectar. So they suck the nectar. Then stainer beak is there. So some ducks, they having a long flat bills for the stain of the small plants and animal from the water. So staining type of beaks is present in a duck. So water is drain out and only small animals and plant they catch. So as I already told you, this particular beak which is found in a birds. So birds, they do not have a teeth. This is a very important point. Therefore beak is used to tear, bite, chisel and crushing of the food material. So the shape of the beak is according to the habit of the birds. So birds, they use the beak for the to fight with the enemies also. This is again use of the beak they use for the defense purposes, to catch the prey, and it is also used for preening their feathers. This particular this is also the another use of the beak. So again there are on your screen you can find the different types of beaks. Hook beaks, that is used for the tearing a meat. Hook beak, it is found where in a carnivorous birds like a kite, eagle, wool, hawk. These are the beaks which are very strong and it is curved, so they able to tear the meat. Then short beaks are there, that is used for to crack the nuts and seeds, which is found in a sparrow. Then long sharp beak is there, which is useful for the catching the fish. Long thin beaks, that is used for the nectar purposes. You can see in the hummingbird, in case of the hummingbird, such kind of beaks are found, long and thin beak. So this is about the some modification in the beak. So we have already learned this particular point. Legs are modified for the walking, hopping, grasping, perching, wading, swimming, etc. So legs, they bear epidermal scales. On the legs, some epidermal scales are present. Horny scales are found. Horny means it is the hard scales are found on the legs. Then alimentary canal, this is an additional chamber, and crop and gizzards are found. So now we are going to talk about the digestive system of the birds. So this is enough for the general characteristics. We'll again meet in a part 2 of this video. So stay tuned with us. Thank you so much for watching. So please like, share and subscribe RMK resolutions. Thank you. Bye bye.